Hi everyone, Joe here, back with probably another long overdue update, which I feel like is how I do my updates, is that they're typically always overdue. But hey, here we are with another one. Not much to report really, with regards to me. I had to take a week off of my lenvatinib, mainly because I had a really upset stomach on it, like every day having an upset stomach, being like the downstairs end going more often than it should, and being a bit uncomfortable, stabbing pains, cramps, which is all lenvatinib related. Now, it sounds rough, but what I have to look at is that it works. So because it works, I can put up with it. But I did need that break because I started to lose weight quite quickly as well. So I was struggling to stay hydrated and also keep food in and really put off my appetite. Which is unusual for me. Anyone that knows me in real life knows that I love to eat a lot, as often as I can. I shouldn't, but I do. So this week has been a real kind of like a refeed week, I guess, for me. So it's kind of like an exercise bodybuilding term where you lean down as loads and then you eat loads of food, so you build your strength back up again. So really I've been doing that. So I've been feeling a lot better this week, and also my voice is a lot stronger because my voice was also again being affected by the lenvatinib. But like I said, if it's working, I can take it. It'll be okay. So I'm starting again actually tonight on the lenvatinib, so the voice will get croaky and kind of go from there. Something I really wanted to talk about today though was quarantine. So COVID-19 and cancer. Oh my goodness. So anyone who doesn't know, I am not allowed out, and this is based on NHS advice, so the National Health Service here in the UK. I am not allowed to leave my flat at all because I'm vulnerable. I am immunocompromised due to lenvatinib potentially reducing white cell count. I am classed as being highly vulnerable and high risk, so I cannot go out. I cannot take my bins out. I can not pop down the shop to grab myself something nice, just because I might want something. I can't do any of that, and nor can my wife. So she's been working from home, and we're looking to be kind of stuck in this flat now until the middle of June at the very earliest. And that's of course assuming there's not going to be a second peak after the lockdown here being eased in the UK, which is obviously a very real possibility. I kind of don't want to get political on my channel. I do think things can be handled differently. I also think that now is not the time to be complacent. Everyone should continue to wash their hands very carefully. You should avoid people if you can. And also, on top of that, you should probably stay indoors if you can. If you can have stuff delivered, have stuff delivered. I know it's not great for the people doing the deliveries, but they are working, and they are working very hard to make sure we get everything that we need. So maybe we should continue to assume that just because they say you can go to the park doesn't mean you go out and everyone go to the park. Assume that other people aren't. For example, hearing about beaches in the UK being absolutely rammed as soon as people are allowed out because it's hot and sunny, that's not super at all. But some of it's jealousy, don't get me wrong. I've got to be honest. I would love to be in Cornwall right now on the beach, in the sea, having a great time, but I can't, so I'm stuck indoors. And it's very warm here in the UK as well. Yesterday was about 27 degrees, today is going to be 25, 26, so yeah, it's a little bit warm and sticky in my studio flat that I share with my wife and my cat. So not a huge amount of space going on. We're doing our best not to get under each other's feet. It is very doable to get on each other's nerves. And as long as we're open and we communicate well, which we do, we should hopefully kind of minimise that and not lose our tempers, because to be honest, we're angry and annoyed with each other because we're stuck inside. And that's true. Now, quick update on Clive. Clive is fine. He's doing really well on his medicine. He does drool a lot when we give it to him, because what we're having to do is take the tablets, put them in a pill grinder, and it's the pill grinder that I had to use after I had my my neck dissection surgery, and we're grinding it up and we're mixing it into a paste. And then with that paste, I'm kind of like going into it, getting it on my finger, and then I'm smearing it in the side of his mouth, so coming up behind him. He knows it's coming and he runs away, so we have to do it at certain times of day. I have to like scoop him up, run into the kitchen with him, close the door so he can't get out, and then just smear it in there so that it goes in. And of course he just starts foaming at the mouth and he does this weird like thing, but that just kind of carries on until it's over. He also runs off and has a poo immediately, which should be no surprise from absolutely anybody really at this point with Clive, but that's what he does. But yeah, I'm keeping busy. I'm working on my brain more than anything, I guess. I've recently started playing a computer game called StarCraft, which is an old school game with some friends. And this is real life friends rather than gaming community friends, so that's a fun one. Obviously I'm still continuing to stream on my YouTube channel for gaming as well, which people have asked about. If you search CMDR Plater, that is me. Honestly, if you just put in Plater, it'll come up. At this point, you search Plater, I am the default result on YouTube, so that's me. But yeah, I mean, that's really all I've got to say. I'm keeping in reasonably fine spirits. I'm still having to do my injections every single day. So I found out that rather than seeing the chest specialist, which is no surprise at the moment, that I just need to continue with the injections of the blood thinner in my belly fat. I've had a couple of reactions to the injections in a couple of places, just meaning that there's some like really heavy bruising and a little bit of kind of, I guess there's probably some formation of some scar tissue in there as well, because it doesn't always go in right and it doesn't always go in well. It seems to be only on one side of my stomach though, which is a bit odd, but yeah, it is what it is. So that's going all right. I don't think there's really anything else to say, which is why I haven't really done a video, but I know that people have been asking on previous vlogs and posts saying how am I doing? I'm doing, I guess. I'm still here, I'm still kicking, I'm still going, and that's all we can hope for. Fingers crossed this whole COVID-19 situation will be completely over with really quickly. We'll find a great vaccine so I can have it, and then I don't need to worry about it, and I really hope that will happen. Oh, one thing. If you do feel the need to rustle your tinfoil hat at this point and say anything about how it's an engineered virus and it's fake pandemic and all that kind of stuff, fuck off. Because you're an idiot and you're responsible for people dying. Just so you know, that and it's breaking your human rights that you have to stay in. It's breaking other people's human rights that you're straight up murdering them with a virus that you're transmitting to them. So just remember that. I know that's pretty harsh, but that's what that's not a political opinion, it's not anything apart from the, look, I can't go out in case you kill me, so how about you don't as well, so you don't. That would work too, wouldn't it? But right, that's it. I'm going to stop because I'm going to ramble and get really angry about everything, but I do hope it all kind of blows over really, really soon. It would be lovely if it did. You're probably wondering what the word is. That was it. Is. The word is. So leave that in the comments. You guys know what to do by now. Just oh yes, enter, oh yes, enter. And hopefully I will see you all soon. But before you go, make sure you do hit the like button, subscribe and give a share, because I'm sure I'm not the only person going through this. And also, if you are going through something similar, leave me a comment and let me know what you're going through, because I'd like to hear about it. But okay guys, once again, thank you for watching. I'll catch you soon.